Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Shane, and today we are back with a movie tier list, but not just any movie tier list. We are back with a Chucky movie tier list. Now, anyone who knows me knows that growing up I was so scared of Chucky. I thought that it was so scary, and then when I was about 14, I started watching the movies and I was like, damn, I actually really enjoy this sort of thing. The amount of times that I've spoke about horror movies on this channel before, and you know, my love for them, especially slashers. You know, it was about time that I did a horror movie tier list. I'm gonna do some more. I might do a Scream one later, but we'll see how this one goes. So let's kick things off. We have Elite, Cool, Meh, Bad, and Absolutely Terrible. And I'm pretty sure we all know what Shane is going to put in terrible. Shane hates reboots. Okay, kicking things off with the original, we got Child's Play #1. Now for me, I love this movie. I think it's when Chucky was, physically, the way he looked his most terrifying in the first movie. I think that this movie was a little bit all over the place. I think that it was like, whoa, this is happening now, this is happening. Oh yeah, I need to keep track of that. But it genuinely was such a good movie. And it did start off the whole thing. So for that, I'm going to have to put it in cool. I absolutely love this movie. Actually, we'll make this tier amazing. And we will make this tier here perfect. Okay. Child's Play 2. Oh, subscription. No one cares about that. So Child's Play 2. Everyone loves this movie. I think it's low-key overrated. Only a tad though. I think it's great how they continue with Andy. I think the best part about the movie was the end part where they had the fight in the factory. That was probably the best ending to a Chucky movie, which is a pretty high bar considering, you know, Child's Play 3 was pretty good. Child's Play, I'll explain the rest later. But the movie was pretty like, okay, yeah, I'm just waiting for it to get to the end, so I already kind of know what's going to happen sort of thing. I'll probably say this movie is between, it's not meh, I need to change the names for these things. It's between alright and like amazing. I'm going to put it in meh, but let's change this to hello. Make that good. Make this meh. And we'll just leave that as terrible. Child's Play 3, I absolutely loved the direction that this movie went in. I think that it was absolutely perfect. The huge time jump, the story for Andy, I think it all was absolutely amazing. The kills in it were amazing. Chucky looked a little bit questionable. Whoever designed him, I don't really know what to say to you except, you know.
Who the f are you?
I thought you guys only said 3 sentences.
I'm new and improved.
Should have upped your game. But, yeah, he looked creepy, but there was something off about the way he looked. The way he was killed at the end of the movie was amazing. I genuinely think that this movie was, you know what, this movie was better than Child's Play 2 throughout. I think Child's Play 2 ended better. So the ending of Child's Play 2 was better than the ending of Child's Play 3, but Child's Play 3 was all over better than Child's Play 2. So we'll put it there. The two that are in good are on the brink of being amazing, but you know, they're not. So just imagine, right? They're just in between. Like, there's a little in between subcategory. Okay, Bride of Chucky. This is where we're introduced to my absolute wifey, Tiffany Valentine. No, I'm joking. I have a girlfriend. I'm joking. We're introduced to Tiffany Valentine. She's an amazing character. Well, she was until Cult of Chucky, which I'll get into in a bit. Why is that over there? There we go. That's supposed to be there. Bride of Chucky, I think that it was absolutely amazing. This film was. Everything about this movie was, you know, well thought out. It completely changed the direction of Chucky by a mile. But that's not always a bad thing. Do you know what I mean? This was a good movie. I'll be real. It was a good movie. It just didn't really feel like Chucky in that part because of the huge jump. You know, he's not going after these kids anymore. Well, he's still going after teenagers, but in a different kind of way, I guess. This movie was good. It's not as good as Child's Play 2 and 3. Seed of Chucky. This movie was a letdown. I mean, the kills were okay. The jump scares were decent. But the direction that they went with it, trying to make it a comedy, and the way that they approached it, the way that Chucky died was by far the worst Chucky death. Excluding the whole show. The show is... it's dreadful. Yeah. The Seed of Chucky was terrible. Glenn/Glenda was a genius idea, though. A gender-fluid doll who has 2 personalities. They should have kept that as just a doll instead of ruining it in the show. My god, that was amazing. I loved Glenn. I loved Glenda. I love that whole, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of thing from Glenn. I really liked it. That was the most redeeming quality of this movie, though. So for that, Glenn carries this movie, but it goes in mess. It's just not a good movie. Now, here comes my all-time favorite Chucky movie, Curse of Chucky. Everyone knows that I absolutely love this movie. The transition from Seed of Chucky, a terrible movie, to Curse of Chucky was absolutely amazing. The motive that he had for going after the Pierce family, the flashbacks were amazing. They were chilling. Chucky was at his most lethal and absolutely downright terrifying this movie. The kills were the most gory kills. You know, this movie was genuinely just a god tier horror movie for me. Yeah, absolutely amazing movie. I love it to bits. My favorite horror movie, my favorite Chucky movie, not my favorite horror movie. But yeah, I think in the beginning, the way that Chucky, before his scars come out, like where he's like all dolled up, I think he looks creepier there. I genuinely think he looks creepier there. But yeah, god tier movie for me. Cult of Chucky. This is where Chucky went downhill, and it's never going to be the same again. Cult of Chucky for me, again, was meh. Now, to be fair, it's in between all good and meh, alright. It's just not for me, personally. Like, the whole asylum thing was good, but there was just something about the film. They went about it a horrible way. You know, actually, I'm gonna bump it up to good, but it's the least good out of all of these movies. You know, actually, I'm gonna bump up Child's Play and Child's Play 3 as well. You know, they were good movies, to be fair, and then it just went downhill with Cult of Chucky. Yeah, I think it's a good movie, but it just doesn't really feel like Chucky. Now, moving on to the reboot with Mark Hamill. I hate to say it, because Luke Skywalker is, you know, we love him. But oh my god, this movie was trash. If you wanted to make a movie similar to Child's Play, you should have done that. But doing it under the Chucky name, taking away the voodoo, taking away the extra soul, making him just a rogue AI, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. If you was to do that rogue AI thing with... If you used that movie and made it into a whole other franchise so that it was nothing related to Chucky, it would have been a sick movie, right? I would have thought it was sick. But the fact that you used a voodoo master and rebooted him into a rogue Snapchat AI, bro, it was just unnecessary. The movie would have been good if it wasn't Chucky. Oh, it's just ridiculous, man, honestly. It was a good movie, but because it was a Chucky movie and it was so far, they didn't even try paying homage. You know what I mean? It was a scary movie, and not even in the sense of a scary, it was a bad kind of scary. It was dreadful. Moving on to the series, which isn't on here. The series would be, for me, terrible. This is because, again, the series was quite good, but they ruined Chucky. They tarnished Tiffany. Who's knocking? They ruined Tiffany. They ruined her character absolutely ballistically. I am in two minds to sue for what they did to my girl Jennifer Tilly. They ruined her. They ruined her character. It was genuinely shocking. But yeah. If again, the same as the reboot of Chucky, if it wasn't a Chucky series, it would have been good. A manipulative doll getting inside the heads of teenagers to do the killing, framing jobs, you know, all the other little dolls that he split his soul into. That's good, but not as Chucky. Chucky is like Michael Myers. You kill him once, he comes back. You kill him once, he comes back. You kill him once, he comes back. Someone else kills him, he comes back. Someone else kills him, he comes back even worse. He isn't a super comedic character who's spread out into loads of different dolls. He's not a comedy character. It's not meant to be funny. Chucky's like probably my favourite horror character. Like, not because of his movies, but because of the whole premise of him, like, up until Curse of Chucky. Honestly, I think they ruined the whole premise of Chucky. If the series was a whole different series, they used the exact same script, they used the exact same premise, but they just made it so that it wasn't Chucky, it would have been an amazing series. But yeah, this is my tier list. In absolutely perfect, we have Curse of Chucky. In amazing, we have the Child's Play trilogy. In good, we have Bride of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. In meh/alright, we have Seed of Chucky. And in terrible, we have Child's Play the reboot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I might actually make a Scream version tier list in a minute. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace.